Howdy folks, it's RJ Helms here, back with episode 2 of Cities in Motion 2. So in the first episode we just fired up the first mission in the base campaign and got our backbone subway line built and a couple of bus routes. And I think now we'll just continue expanding the system towards our main goal, which is to have 15% coverage. And that's 15% of the people in the city using my public transit system, not 15% of the map covered. So I've got this mission here, which is to connect a line to this tenement, which I accepted because I think that's a very logical place to build a bus line. I might do a little loopy thing just to fill in this area. We've got a new mission here. Let's just grow the city, and that's fine. It should happen organically as my my public transit kind of increases growth in areas that it serves. Let's get working on this tenement line. It makes sense to kind of anchor it to this metro station. And it's a short enough area. I guess the question is whether I want to go all the way up to this island and ultimately to the baseball stadium, or just loop around here. And I think I'll just loop around here for now. I can always extend it later. So I'm going to want these lines not just along this road. Is it going to service the whole... Yeah, so I'll have this guy go here, and then down the rest of the way. I'll just run them down this street. With a turning area here. I'm not sure, but that does leave this gap here, which is going to be kind of hard to service. Yeah, so I'm going to change it up so you're not going to come up here. You're going to just stop here. But the line going, I guess that's west, is going to run up this street. There's a little gap there, but there's no buildings in it, so that's fine. Okay, yeah, that's perfect. Question being now where I put my depot. What I'm going to actually do is put it here and have a stop on either side. Just way if someone wants to take the loop, they'll get off here and then just get on the next bus at that stop. We create a new line. Doing this right? Yep. Up here. Loop around over to there. Down there. And she only needs 3 vehicles. So I'll go for those middle-sized buses again. Yep, hit the 50% mark, which means that it's satisfied that I've connected the tenement. So I just have to have 20 students use this line. If we look at our coverage data view, you can see that it's starting to fill in. I tweak my ticket prices again, because that did, of course, change the value. of a lot of these routes. I'm not sure why it changed the value of a single ride on the subway. And it may be 7 o'clock, so 1900 hours. I'll fast forward to then and then just check up on the quality of my route satisfaction at that point, because that'll be kind of right into rush hour. I can see here I'm getting some trams that are actually full, or that one was. Alright, so we're at 1900 hours. Let's look at our stops, see if anything's in the red zone. Okay, so stop 4, passengers are unhappy. And stop 4 is at 14:30. So go to my timetable. I can see here, so if that was at, if it's 1934, and I want an extra bus to pick it up, that bus would have had to have left 4.5 hours ago. Which would be at 15 something. I'm going to take my evening rush and add more buses to it. Maybe actually even one more than that. So now you can see at 13:30, 15:30, and 17:30, an extra bus will get on the line for the evening rush, which makes a lot of sense. So that's going to need 2 more buses, or 2 more trams. I might as well make them the large trams. And hopefully tomorrow, on this line, we won't have that same problem. I'm not too worried about the metro, because the only stop that's in the red has only 2 passengers waiting for it. And that's kind of how the tweaking works. Kind of going back and forth between Cities in Motion 1 and Cities in Motion 2. Cities in Motion 2, or 1, had a bit of a better filter to look at what stations are, what passengers are, or stops of unhappy passengers and things like that. But I'm not sure that it actually works any better. This system, when you get used to it, is pretty effective. Yeah, so there's one of my large trams that left. Picking some people up. Okay, and now let's think about where we want to extend to. I don't have a mission asking me to expand my system at all. One thing that seems pretty logical is to extend this area that I already have covered, going east of the subway line, and just have it going west of the subway line. I can use the same depot for that and everything. So just bring this tram line all the way down. Out of money again. Let's just check our financials. Yeah, we are still very much in the black. So we'll take on another $1,000 a week of loan payments. One thing that's kind of funny is the level of loans you get. Oh, that is not what I wanted to do. Okay, so let's reconsider this, because I don't want this line to go all the way over that bridge. Okay, I know what we'll do. We'll just have this split up. Like so. All the way down this avenue, the edge of the map, and meet back up. And one other thing I want to do, because I want to share this, one of these stops. is maybe go like that. So yeah, this thing will use this stop, but loop around. Now, tram stops. Yeah, one final one here before they split. One down there, probably one under here. Yeah, that should do. Right, and for the sake of the same reason, having one on either stop, I'm going to put one there. On either end of the depot, I mean. So I'll make a new tram line now. Once again, pause the game. I'm going to share the same depot, because it's not even half at capacity. Let's run down this line. Like so. 4 trams. I'll give you 4 more. And there you are, tramline 2. Not going to see much demand in the middle of the night, I don't think. But that can be worth monitoring, your satisfaction, because the default service intervals in the middle of the night can actually be really low. Yeah, like for example here, stop 1, 35 passengers waiting. For tramline 1, where do you actually get stop 1? Stop 1 is, well, right at the start of the route. And that's because there hasn't been a vehicle stopping there in 2 hours. So for the night route, I'm going to bump that down to every 2 hours. Which actually for now is the same as my daytime service, but it will favor smaller vehicles as and when I get them. I should actually spawn a vehicle right at 2 in the morning. Maybe not, because I changed the timetable a bit too quickly. I mean, I don't expect to see the changes of that tweak until tomorrow anyways. Alright, so that is one mission done. Wonderful. The one thing I didn't check was where the exits... They're actually over here. That's fine. People will walk that, no problem. So now it is 5 in the morning. Let's do another check of our satisfaction, because I see a bunch of problem spots. Alright, so stop 1 is bus line 1. Once again, it's the first one. I'm sure of it. So I'll just copy that same thing for the 2-hour service. Tramline and the Metro has some unhappy passengers. But they're all tiny numbers of people. So this is a good opportunity to start naming my my lines. So line 1 Okay, number them just... Here we go. I give it a name and a number. Just gonna make this island 1, this island 2, this area will 3, and that area will be 4, and I'll use even numbers for this side and odd numbers for that side. So 12. And it's gonna be blue east 1. This will be line 11. It'll be blue west 1. They don't unfortunately sort by number, they still always stay in the order created. And do the same thing up here. So this will be island 2, so this will be 22. Let me just see what my zone is. Yeah, 22. Which is green east 1. And it'll be 21. Green west 1. And the biggest reason for this, it's easy to keep my mind wrapped around this now when there are 4 lines and they're all pretty straightforward. But like I said in the first episode, I'm going to come back to this map in later campaign missions. If my system doesn't make any sense to me, having these names to remind me what I was thinking can be pretty valuable. And then the subway can just be north-south cross town. It doesn't like the slash, I'm sure. I'll make sure these numbers stay from south to north, so this one especially will have to get a new name as time goes on. Just at a glance, everyone seems pretty happy with the Wednesday morning rush hour. I might just focus on kind of filling in this area. Trying to get this side of the subway line have as complete coverage as I can. I can do this all with buses. Alright, this is a one-way street. It's fine, actually. So I'll just go up here. Go up here. Go up to here and kind of loop around in the same way, I think. Actually, one thing that would be really interesting is just to have it use the same stops to loop around. I think I will do that, actually. I need a depot. Stops unused. Forgot about that. Does that affect any of my coverage decisions? Nope, not significantly. You can share the same depot. Okay, is this going to make any sense? I'm not certain I've done this in a logical fashion, but we'll see. So you can go down to there on the way back to the depot. That makes some measure of sense. The only thing I'm going to do... Well, maybe not, because that would create an intersection here. I'm going to say it might be nice to connect these people joining from one stop to the other can just cut across. But I don't want to have another traffic light on that street, which this is going to create. No, I'll leave that be. I mean, the other option is just to have this go straight down here. For sake, stop 23 for a stop like that. Yeah, I can live with that. Okay, so go to my line. It's going to be line 14, which is blue east 2. You'll need another 4 vehicles for this route. They overlap just a little bit, especially at the end here, but that's perfectly logical. I'm actually going to put one more stop on here. I'll put it on that side, yeah. So there's a tiny little coverage gap, which I've now closed in. And there's one building tucked into the highway, which is not covered, but I'm not worried about that. I want one more line in here, just a little loop to fill that in. That could be a good trolley line, actually. Let's see where we want to go next. So, this goal is still just my population growth. Still making money? Oh yes, and then some. Alright, ticket prices. See what I mean? This never stops. Alright, and this 3-zone comprehensive route, people pay really good money for. I want to make sure it costs at least as much as the 2-zone equivalent. Sometimes you get weird things where the prices people are happy with don't actually differentiate. Okay, and then I want to fill in this little area. I'm going to do that with a trolley line just for the sake of diversity. Trolley wires. What I'm going to do is put in a basic trolley depot right here. I'm going to run them up this line. Kind of looping around up here. That's what we'll do. So up here, now you can go to just one side of the road because you're going to be a loop over here. No, not like that. Clear that trolley wire. So sure, why don't you go down to there? I'll keep this active so I can see what I need to cover. You actually don't have to go all the way up to there. This street does not need trolley service. This one does. I'm going to just place my stops to evaluate coverage. So you guys can go there. You'll have trolley stops there. Trolley stop there. You'll have a trolley stop there. Okay, so I want you to like loop around back here. So down to there, back up here. Okay. I've got this. Down to here, up this street. Oh, not this again. Who designed this city? Okay, so you'll go over to there and loop back. That's actually what I knew you were going to do. Alright, so you will need to stop here. Stop here. And like one stop up here just to allow people to braid off with this line. Yeah, that should do. Then we create a new trolley line. You will go to your depot, then to here. Well, you can just share stops. I forgot that trolleys and buses use the same stops. So where's that one I just built? Did I even build one? Yes, it's this one. There's no need for you to exist. You can just share this one. And actually, even that one. If I give you 4 trolleys, go for the medium-sized ones. How's that going to make my coverage look? Perfect. The trolley line is going to go with the same naming system, so you will be line 11, which is blue east 1, but you are a trolley. Yeah, okay, so I can distinguish them. Oh, sorry, it's going to be 12. Alright, now it is nighttime. Let's do one last check of our satisfaction. On our stops. Only worrying about red for the time being. And there's none. Okay, very cool. So I think that's a good point, is I need to stop this next episode. So this remains Cities in Motion 2, Episode 2. I think the plan for now is just to keep at this. and we'll see where we go in the next episode. So thanks so much for watching. As always, any feedback is welcome in the comments down below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this. And I'll see you in the next episode. Thanks so much.